Hello and welcome to another episode from the Real Talk and Revenue podcast. We have myself, Francesca, the accountant, and we have Jordan, the therapist, and we bring real powerful conversations around building revenue, building confidence, how the mindset works, all different discussions around to help others in business and in their personal life. So listen in, tune in, let us know what you think, ask questions along the way and we'll be sure to answer them. Enjoy.
More to 50.
Woo! Can't believe that. It's gone quick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Has it? It's gone really quick.
Yeah, because it's been over a year.
Well, it hasn't.
Oh, is it not? No.
Because of the way we've had time off and we've still kept up with the weekly.
Yeah.
No.
No, it must have been.
Must be. What be?
Oh no, it was. I think it was August actually that we
August.
started.
It was August.
Because it was when I got back from maternity leave.
Yeah. Maternity leave. It's just flown by. Time. I can't even believe we're in August. But yeah, it's time's going fast, and it's how you do business is changing. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because of that Instagram you showed me.
Yeah. So what was the topic today again? I forgot.
So the topic we're going to go around because I know it's going to bring. We want to bring some value, and I think the value is in social media.
There is value in social media.
Yeah, and how do you get clients on social media? So, for example, because you're a therapist, usually you'd go for a therapist in the back of a newspaper. I should swear that's the way, or a bloody referral.
I think
Hush.
nowadays the equivalent to that is probably like online directories.
You're a shrink.
No, I'm not a psychiatrist.
that's awful then.
Sadly not that qualified.
Yeah, but a shrink. What is a shrink then?
I don't even know. I don't know where
It's
that comes from.
awful. You're like shrinking them down.
I don't know where the term comes from. There'll be some reason for it.
Anyway, Jordan's not a shrink.
No.
You're a psychiatrist.
I'm not a psychiatrist.
You're not even that either.
No, that's a doctor. This is a
Oh
really...
my bloody God.
I think I've done a post on this before because this is a common misconception in the therapy world. You've got a psychiatrist who's a doctor who's specialised in psychiatry.
Doctor?
Yeah, they're a consultant.
Okay.
That's what a psychiatrist is. They've gone to medical school, they've specialised in psychiatry, and they can prescribe medications, consultants, work across hospitals, outpatient clinics, psychiatrist, psychologist.
Oh, right.
Yeah, done a psychology-based
I love that.
degree of some kind.
Yeah.
Gone and then done a clinical doctorate in psychology, which again is...
So what can you do after you
Years.
do psychology at uni, for example?
Which I didn't.
No. So what would you do with that as a profession? Because obviously I know a few people that have done it.
Loads of it depends. Like people do loads of different things because the doctorates are really competitive to get into. So you often need like lots more experience and stuff like that. So people go and work in hospitals as healthcare assistants, support workers, do assistant psychology jobs, and then they apply to get onto the doctorate because it's very competitive.
Yeah. So what
and
are you?
then I'm
Who
just
are
a
you?
therapist.
Who are you?
Yeah. So I was a mental health nurse, and then I trained in cognitive behavioural therapy.
Cool.
Got accredited in that and did EMDR therapy. So I'm a therapist.
Oh, look, yeah.
And then again, there's like loads of terms that
There's loads of terms.
people will say like I'm a counsellor. So technically, I'm not a counsellor because I'm not a
bloody
therapist that did counselling modalities. I did cognitive behavioural therapy and
Bit like a business coach,
EMDR.
business coach, consultant, and mentor.
yeah,
Which are you?
maybe
Business advisor.
just like different branches of different things. But anyway,
Anyway, back to how to win clients. Now we know you're a therapist.
yeah.
So, yeah, to be a therapist, I just think it's hard. The old way was to get referral, do it on the hush, and look in the back of a newspaper.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So I think the new way, and you know from yourself posting, because when we first met, you got a lot of leads in from...
Most of my work came from like insurance companies, where like employee assistance programs that phone up their insurance or their employee assistance program, and then it eventually come through to me, other therapists in a network that are signed up with some kind of company.
So for me, for example, when I set up Future Cloud Accounting, I thought, I don't know what I thought, I didn't think social media was going to come through that good, but I thought it would come through good. We didn't have a website for a year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Went on LinkedIn, shared the journey, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere you can think of that was legit, you could do it off. Didn't do it on Twitter at the time, I know it's X now. I don't think I did it on Twitter. And I went hell for leather, just posting all the time, updates. But what brought me clients is the consistency of sharing the message of what I do.
Yeah, it was behind the scenes. It wasn't even...
The behind the scenes.
It was getting to know you as a person, I think.
Yes.
And wanting to then have you, like trusting you to then provide that service to
What
people.
stuck out to you then from what I did, apart from my social event? There's anything of my social media that stuck out and you thought...
I think it was just that. I just thought, oh, you're a nice, approachable person. Just like the traits that you demonstrate. Because again, sorry, I'm going off topic slightly again, but recently, say a couple of months ago, I had a client who was also a therapist come to me, and she had seen that I was posting about like retreats and stuff on the groups, and like EMDR intensives, and again, like they're up and coming, and she was like, oh, I thought she's brave to do that, so I want to see her. And I was like, that's really nice, and I'd never described myself in that way.
Yeah.
So I think it was just that. I thought like, oh, you're approachable, like you're a likeable person, you seem really nice. Then I reached out and said like, can I come? Because I was just setting up a private practice as well. And you were really, I just found you like a nice, approachable person, and you were also like knowledgeable.
Yeah.
So it was that trust thing.
I was like a sponge. I absorbed everything I could that would help a business owner.
Yeah.
I didn't just know all the tax information just for information's sake.
Yeah.
I absorbed what would help initially for any small business owner to settle, and that's all you need to share, snippets of that on social media, not overwhelming drivel of like, oh, if you do this and I'll tell you off and you can't do that. No one's going to listen. It's
solving a problem element, isn't it?
Like, and the digital tech. And with anything, when you start sharing a very different version of an accountant, for example, people will jump on the bandwagon, which they did. And that's why you've still got to be quite innovative in your approach of marketing with social media, for example, and coming up with new ways and ideas, which can be exhausting. But you know what happened with you? Like, I don't think you did a reel until before Hallie. You did some reels, but then you've paused for ages. But now your content's so different, actually. It's probably more aligned.
It is,
to what who you are. And
because if you think back in the day, when like most reels were like speaking reels, like
a bit silly,
what
a
they
bit
called?
Funny, trending, like
mimicking
voiceovers.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? Where you just like
copying someone else's voice.
There's a lot of that on TikTok still.
Yeah, it does really well.
And don't get me wrong, like it's not like I was forcing myself to do that. I like things like that. I like fun things, and I like funny things as well. So that speaks to a certain part of my personality. But now it's different. Obviously, I have help with my social media, so it's more like sharing little snippets of, I don't know, like therapeutic hints, tips, things that resonate with people over certain videos and stuff. That's different. And it's taken me a really long time to try and figure out as well, like, who I really enjoy working with and who I feel I can help.
That's the difference that people don't think about.
Yeah, so rather than just like scattergun approach of like anyone, like I just want clients, it's a case of like, who's really aligned, who am I a good fit for, and who have I resonated with in the past and helped a lot. And it is like a lot of different kinds of people, but like they'll have things in common, and that's always what you're trying to find out, isn't it, in marketing? Like, what's the pain point, what's the problem, or what kind of person are they, where are they hanging out, like all of those questions.
And you can target it really well, and a lot of business owners don't actually want to do that work themselves. I get it.
Therapists are always really worried as well that niching means they're not going to get enough clients, and it actually has the opposite effect. It's very hard to believe that when you first start out. It
is, and it's almost stick to an area and do it really well. So for example, we were, as a very small example back then, it's obviously changed now, but we were just a zero practice only. We stuck to one cloud accounting software that we knew inside out, and it was zero decks, and we'd just go off on that. But what we did realise is there are other good softwares out there, and it doesn't hurt to get to know them all with building a team. If it was just me and my business partner at the time, obviously I don't have one now, but at the time, then we could just say let's stick to zero and stick to the norm and stick the same. But actually, I've got bigger creative ways and different ideas, so it's okay to then expand your horizons.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But to get clients on social media, it is difficult, especially building a team.
Yeah, it is difficult.
If you don't want it to come to you as an individual anymore, that's
it's really hard, and I think as well it depends what sort of like industry you're in. So think about George and food. All of his like custom and clientele has come from social media to date, and he gets like multiple new followers. Like,
right, explain this, right? Because I know of George, obviously, and I know he's got quite well known in the area.
Yeah.
So from working at the Plough, I would have guessed that a lot of it would have been referrals rather than social media, and then they top up social media. But what you're saying is it's the other way around.
Well, I guess that like maybe people followed him having known his food.
Yeah, from the Plough.
So it's like, oh, he's setting up on his own, follow it. But like all his direct inquiries, his pre-orders for events and stuff like that have come through Instagram and Facebook. He hasn't had a website again until recently.
And what he's doing well is sharing, so he's using group villages.
Yes.
So, and then saying, I'm coming to your village.
Yeah, exactly.
And then in their village community Facebook page, he's posting in there, don't forget to come tonight. Then all them people that might want an event or know somebody that knows somebody. Yeah. That's really a great idea. And also I think that's the way the world will be going more because of the rent of like restaurants and potentially, I don't know, it's really exciting times, but scary because are we going to be going out for food in the future?
Yeah, but we laugh.
I don't even know.
We laugh because like George like posts something and like everyone wants to eat, don't they? Like people are going to eat. So we laugh because he has like massive traction, engagement like all the time. And for me, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It is not the same. Like it's really hard. Like and maybe because I'm not doing it the right way, I haven't discovered like, you know, what works best. But again, like, could I post in like all the local groups and stuff? Like, yeah, like absolutely I could. But it doesn't feel the same. Do you know
I know
what
you mean, and therapy isn't as sexy as food. Let's be really honest.
Not really.
So wasn't accounting. You know what my vision was at the beginning is to make it cool.
Yeah.
When nobody was.
Yeah.
Like, not that I saw on LinkedIn, for example. LinkedIn was a pretty dull place as well, so I hit it in two whammies.
LinkedIn still to the day.
No, but you know what? If you came on and showed up as a cool therapist, I think you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
But it's getting out your own head.
Yeah,
because that's exactly what most people who listen to this will be in their own head. I do it, but I have to like twitch myself out of it again.
Yeah.
Getting your own head. Oh, that group's going to be like, here she comes again with a post about therapy. It's and it's like, yes, there will be people doing that.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
They're not on your path or paying your bills as such, so the right person will see it.
Yeah.
And it's hard, that balance, because I don't like it upsetting anyone, for example.
Yeah.
But then you see the aggressive ones that aren't doing well.
Yeah,
let's say, for example, for what you can see, and you do start thinking, well, what they're doing well, but it's obviously because they're doing all the steps that you don't dare do.
Yeah, and the stuff that maybe you don't want to, like you say, like showing up, like that email newsletters in your feed again, telling you about the same thing, and you're there like, oh, this again. But then, you know, they're finding the people that want more of that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're not doing the stuff that some people aren't going to like, for example, then you're not doing the stuff that some people will like, I suppose. So,
and I'll tell you what will help anybody massively is getting in the right circles on social media, the right people that are doing well.
Yeah.
So, for example, you know, I've always thought when you write a book, you do it towards the end of your career. That's the next thing. I'll do a book now. I've got loads I could write in a book, and watch this space, it will be happening at some point. Then I thought I'll do a TEDx. You know, that's been on. But for me, I'm like, I'll do that when. Then I see somebody who's like quite a bit younger than me doing all those.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But again,
but I'm like so happy for them. So happy for them.
Like,
but then
should I have done it now? Oh no, it's too late.
Yeah, but it was never right because of what I've been building. They're not in the same position in a different way. I think fair play to them.
And I think as well, like we can panic thinking we've got to do everything. Oh, I've got to write a book. I've got to do a membership. I've got to offer this. But actually,
disposable income. Like, oh my god, I need another income stream.
Yeah, it's like, well, what do you enjoy? Like, what is it that you like? What do you want your business to look? How involved do you want to be? And again, it's like you don't have to follow a like prescribed model, do you? Like it's like, what do you want your business to do for you, and what do you want to do for others? It's not like, oh, they're writing a book, so I need to. Oh no, they're doing this, so should I do that? Should I be doing a course? Should I be doing this? It's like, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Does that feel exciting to you? To right, crack on then. If not, what does feel exciting to you?
I know, and it's interesting because I've mentored a client recently, more, I'm not going to say about the others, but this one in particular. Sometimes it takes someone to help you and nourish you, to pull it out of you.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
And people avoid doing that bit and scattergun approach, don't they? Well, I'll just do this and I'll do this. And you know what makes me laugh the most is marketing companies that their own marketing isn't up to scratch.
Yeah.
But I get it at the same time.
Yeah.
So you know what would spin for you, I think, in my opinion, what would really is if you say your quirks more online and say them and your updates. You know, when you become the popular therapist. I don't know if there's anyone else on social media.
It's funny because when you say things like that, I'm like, I don't know what to say.
It's interesting. Steve does the same. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What loads?
But I get stuck again. My stuck is like, am I just showing up to do something because I think it's popular, or am I showing up and being myself?
So you need to do what's easiest without causing you stress, which is your day by day. Just come on the camera and go, right guys, I've just put Hallie for a nap.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do now. Do you ever get that brain, just stupid things like that?
Yeah, and that happens a lot. There's lots of things. I actually nearly shared something on Saturday because...
you was on your own?
Yeah, I was on my own. And it was funny.
Your feet up like that on your own?
Wasn't.
No, I know you wouldn't have been. I'm joking.
And that would have been fine if that was the case. But I'd done that classic. Oh my God, I've got a day to myself. Right, I can go and get the car clean, deep clean the whole house from top to bottom, sort out everybody's wardrobe.
Can't we just be lazy?
I couldn't. But I was excited about that, wasn't it? It wasn't that I was like, I need to do things. I could sort out the garden. I was excited to get all these mundane tasks done. I was like, oh my God, so many possibilities of things that are easier to do without a toddler in tow. And then I sat on my office chair at because I met you for a coffee, and then by the time I got back, it was like nearly lunchtime. And I thought, wow, it's cracking on for lunch now. But anyway, started my massive agenda, which is again exactly against like what I tend to like teach and what I know to be helpful for myself. But I just like didn't moderate that for myself and ran with it. And I started like cleaning all the house, but we spoke about like, getting distracted, do it a lot on here. That happens to me at home. So I started cleaning, but I need to put some washing away because I'd had build up a washing. So I was putting washing away and then I was like, I really want to sort out my clothes. So I ended up with about 78 side quests on the go. All to open. Yeah. Stuff everywhere.
Bit of everything.
And I just sat on my chair.
Scattergun approach again.
And I was like, I've started everything.
I do that.
And now I've got the energy to like
finish it off.
Each task that I wanted to. And I was like, for fuck's sake, not this again. Laughing to myself because like I know my brain's like that, and I know that it's a common thing that we set off on this giant agenda.
Why didn't you share it then? You was going to share that.
I don't know. I went to post it. I took a picture of like the chaos that I was sat in.
What stopped you?
Because I thought to myself, oh no.
What?
I can't remember. I think it's something like, I'll look like a hypocrite.
Oh, that's so interesting. I bet that's what stops you a lot because you're a therapist.
Yeah, but equally, it's the stuff that's like, it's not true either, because I am just who I am, and it's true that like I like to try and slow down and like look after myself and not run at 100 miles an hour.
You're the opposite of me.
I know, and then sometimes, but
I know to slow down now though. I'm not saying it.
But like previously, I was much more like you, and I got like a real buzz off everything. But again, like I'm in a completely different season of my life where if I was to be operating like that, that'd be activating a lot of stuff for me that's like that would make me feel worse, because I know that like I want to spend more time with Hallie. Like today I've had a day off, like a slow day. I've still got a client and had something this morning, but there was a part of me that was like, oh right, I want to crack on and start doing this, that and the other, like, and then I was like, no, actually the reason I want to do that is because I want more time to spend with Hallie. And actually I've got the opportunity to do that today. So I'm just going to stop and allow myself to do that rather than feel like I need to earn that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like untangling, like, again, values, But anyway,
and your values might change again when you hit 40.
I'm sure they will.
And it will develop, and you'll look back and go, why did I think so strongly at that? Why was I so hard on myself on that?
I'm sure they will, because it's the same now from when I was in my 20s.
Exactly.
Like, but you just have to ride those waves, because we're always going to be in different seasons.
Why are you not sharing this?
I don't know.
So interesting.
I'm not sure.
To the right people, obviously, that are interested in that
exactly.
sort of
I think maybe
behaviours.
that's part of it as well. Like, maybe I feel like I haven't got the audience, but then that doesn't necessarily
you need
matter.
to build an audience.
I don't know, there's something, isn't there? Maybe it's like, fear of being judged.
And it
like,
is effort to start with.
not putting myself in the box of being this type of therapist or that type of therapist. But it's like all of those parts that I would show up and say are accurate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really have to check myself and realign myself with my values. And sometimes I'm that person. I am what my clients are doing, and I've got a 100-item agenda that I completely rationally know is totally unrealistic for, you know, a certain amount of hours. But
you know what? I've never ever had a to-do list.
I don't have a to-do list. It just all lives in my brain, and that's probably part of the problem. Because I just get sidetracked all the time. I'm like,
don't forget, you're not there to therapy yourself. You're there to therapy others. So if you're not taking everything yourself, that's okay.
It is okay.
Because you need a therapist to do that shit for you.
100%.
So get out that own head stuff and see what happens.
And part of like the projects I've got in my brain that I want to bring to life are around that, like offering value, but also being honest and real. Like this is something I'm really learning as well. I'm still very passionate about it as I'm trying to replicate this in my life, because I know there's value in it.
Yeah, there's
like, I think so. And again, like so many of us don't do something because we feel like we're not the master, we're not the expert. So like, who are we to show up and share it?
Yeah, and to sell.
Like, who is? Do you know what I mean? Like,
no one.
Who is? Like, it's okay, isn't it, to take an interest and be like, I know a little bit about this, and if you're interested, like, come and listen and I'll chat about it.
So there's a guy I'm going to be doing a podcast with, and we discussed something, and he said that he charged himself out of this, and I did this, and I did this, and I was like, gosh, you've got some balls. He was like, no, I haven't. That's not about balls. I'm like, it is. And he was disagreeing with me. He says, well, I've shown that I can do that, so it's come from that. I said, I know people that know they can transform lives that still charge small and play small.
Yeah.
Oh, well, right. Is it just me in this room? I'm like, that's the truth of it.
It is,
People can do, the experts or done a course or whatever, have proven it works for 100 times over, yet still will play small because of that feeling of like exposing themselves or coming across too greedy with money, imposter syndrome, it's not getting it right. That one client will do wrong.
Yeah.
So interesting, isn't it? And that's why social media, the best sellers will be the ones that are really getting themselves uncomfortable, putting themselves out there. And showing value and probably doing a few inbox drops. Yeah,
absolutely. And I think as well, being vulnerable, being themselves as well. Do you know what I mean? Like it's showing up and putting yourself out there and trying to do it with confidence, but also being like, you know, this is why I'm doing it, or you know, just like a bit of vulnerability, like not all like polished and like, oh, I'm this or that, but like just being real. That's what people want to see. It's what resonates with people when you're like, and again, like, as I'm saying that, I think like, we should just post these things that I feel like inclined to post, because there are probably other therapists out there that think like, I love doing that, or I need a bit of help with that, but I'm meant to be the professional, meant to be this and that.
Well, we've just proven, we just watched a couple of doctors grinding on the floor.
It's such a good account, I love it.
Could you imagine though, right?
But everyone's human, aren't they? It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, an accountant, like, you're going to get every type of personality in person in that profession. You'll get somebody...
I'm shocked by the personalities I'm meeting as professionals.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there is more of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That sounds silly, but I felt like I was unique.
People would feel like they need to pretend that they were just professional.
Yeah.
Just straight up, just professional, straight down the line, you know.
So true.
Not like, I don't know, doing crystal healing on a Saturday, or going out and binge drinking with your mates at bottomless brunch, like whatever you're into. But people don't like that. They feel vulnerable, like they're going to be judged, like, oh, who are you to turn up on a Monday and give like advice about investing, and then
you were crying an hour ago, so you're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you feel
of
like
course.
you've just shouted at your kid and you're trying to give advice about how to be a good parent.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because you're still helping that individual. And it's all, thing is, so for example, there's business coaches out there that have never run their own business.
Yeah.
But what they do have is textbook knowledge that in theory will work.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
they're not going to be as good as someone that's done
Maybe
all
not.
the textbook stuff, but they've got that experience and they can really get to your level. And I think they will help by saying, I use this system, I use this. So I think whatever field of work you're in, like that, your person that supervises you, she'll have the same kind of method with everybody, but she's living and breathing it and doing it as well, which is going to give that edge.
Yeah, for sure.
So your marketing person, she's done other therapies and other people like in your field, actually. So that makes it easier for her. That's her niche. It's easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't necessarily mean you have to go down that road.
No.
Sometimes it's better to go with someone with a bit of a quirky head.
Absolutely.
And go, well, let's not do the same as everybody else.
Yeah, or somebody that thinks totally differently to you.
100%.
So that they can bring different ideas, or like, what if we try this? And you'd be like, all right then.
Yeah. No, you know my so if anyone watches my videos, Tuesday videos, every Tuesday 12 o'clock, 80% of the time, maybe 85% of the time, I don't feel like doing them.
Yeah.
I was dragging my arse here yesterday, and I was like carrying a different top, doing this, carrying my script, thinking about what I'm saying. Once they were done, I'm like, that's all right, I want to I thought. Then I'm carrying a pair of heels because Bella's trying to get me to climb on the table for a funny TikTok. And I think to myself, but what I've said to Bella is, we've got a team.
Yeah.
Shall we use them for the TikTok? So I don't have to just be the face.
Doing everything.
But everyone worries about, oh no, they don't want to do it. Well, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
They might feel uncomfortable, but give them a nudge.
It's like that dental practice account we've just been looking at. And like the whole team's in there doing bits, but there's probably like, you know, the practice owner there.
Yeah, and they probably at first went, oh no, I don't want to be doing that. Are you sure?
Yeah.
But the more you do, the more... I've got Julie and Dan to do one with me. And they'll do another. But not because... If I said, do you want to? They'll say no. Yeah. But I go, right, we're going to do a TikTok. So I said to Bella, if you're going to ask the team, just go, right, I've got a funny TikTok, 15 minutes of your time, we'll bash out 3.
Come on, everyone.
If I said to her, if it takes an hour, don't bother.
Yeah.
Because when we do it, we could do about 4 in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You can imagine me.
Yeah.
What am I saying? Where do you want me? Let's get this done. And it is. It's all about being different. And the other thing is, like, I need to learn this as well, but be more strategic with your inboxing. Yeah. And like, for example, you sharing your community page or your Substack to someone that's been liking. I see you've been liking my posts a lot. If you're interested, it's my Substack link. You know what I'm saying? I can't really say the word. Here's my link to my Substack. Here's my email link, or capturing emails. What it does need from anybody who wants to do that is a moment to sit down and go, right, what do I want as an outcome? Yeah. Do you want to capture emails? Right, how do I do that? Do that as a session. Yeah. That's your day done if you want. Because then if you jump to too many things, you can't be bothered to do that main thing. It'll work for loads more. Absolutely. But I get it's hard because we're a bit scattergun approach. Yeah, I'm such a procrastinator as well. Like, I'll have a goal and then I'll spend loads of time on like doing a Canva design. Or I know what you're saying. Like researching the best platform that I could. But I'm also like part perfectionist as well, so I'll think like, oh well, I have to have everything in place before somebody clicks that button. Yes. Because else it's not going to be the right experience. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes that can be true, and other times it's like, no, you just need this first part. So when you're thinking all that, do you have a little voice, the Jordan voice, that would speak to you like you would a client come in? Yeah, like I always have like isn't it? Another voice that's like you don't need to do that. Like, you know, you need to just come back down to earth and just crack on with this or that. But sometimes I can't organise my thoughts. Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah, and I just can't, and I get exhausted and then just stop, and I haven't really achieved anything. Please share more of that. I think you'll get people, because you've transformed like people's mindset. So I think you'll get people like going, I can work with her because she's actually real and genuine and struggles herself. Yeah, absolutely. And I've had that before as well, you know. Like, it's the classic, you need a coach to help you as an individual. Like, it's true. You can't coach yourself necessarily. No. It's so true. Why do you think fitness people have coaches and then coaches have coaches? Absolutely. Therapists have therapists. Like, yeah. I'm loving this conversation. So, selling yourself on social media can be a massive opportunity.
It can, and it can be a challenge.
I know. You will be stressing.
Because again, you're saying like be different, and again, some people that's gonna be like, oh, how am I? Like what?
I reckon I could spend. Put money where my mouth is here. I reckon I could spend 10 minutes or 15 minutes with somebody and I'll come up with something with them straight away with their personality. So, for example, yours is your home life and your busy mum and what you're up to and getting inside your head. So you can have people go, well, I do that. Yeah. And they might look at it and go, well, I do that. And if she's doing that and not fixing it, maybe I won't be fixed.
Yeah.
But you've got to show why it does fix.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? And it's the same. I feel like I can speak to a lot of people who've got a quirk. I want them to talk about that.
Yeah.
And bring that out because they're what makes us different. And like people are scared to show. Oh God, and I used to be embarrassed about all of mine. Like my anxiety. I don't think I've done a whole post on it, but I think if I spoke about it as a big block for 3 months, for example, I might get more people. But then I've got to remember, I want the team to grow and develop with clients, not necessarily just me. Where yours, it's you. Yeah. But I think for you to build a community, it's got to be your personality.
Oh, absolutely.
And constant of that.
Yeah.
And definitely anyone listening to this, give yourself a time block of every Tuesday without fail. I'm just working on this, and that's it. You don't even have to do any other days if you don't want to, because that's valuable productivity. Because I've been bad, and Steve pulled me up on it. Do you think you can be fake, not fake productivity, maybe fake false productivity, where you're actually not doing anything?
That's me.
Pressing a few buttons. That's what you do. Just staring and
opening and closing different windows. Yeah. And being like, what was I actually doing again? Like, what do I need to do to like crack on with this project? Like,
and that is coming from a place of not being clear still.
100%.
On where you're going.
100%.
It's so true. I've done it.
And this is sometimes where you need somebody else, like whether that's a coach or a professional in like social media or like IT or something, to talk you through, okay, what is it you want, the outcome, okay, this is probably where you want to invest your money and time onto this platform, do a logo, do this, and then this is your first step.
The initial investment, and it always, so I'm going to be looking at getting like executive assistant, personal assistant, what that looks like. I don't know if it's an employed role. I have spoken to someone that is definitely my vibe, and it scares me to invest in someone to run my diary. I'm like, I don't know if I like the sound of it, or even to run my LinkedIn inbox.
Spoken by the control
freak. Am I a control freak? I'm missing opportunities by not having someone search for like brands that I want to work with.
Yeah, for sure.
Message people back in my LinkedIn. I haven't messaged someone back in June. I felt terrible. I messaged her yesterday, said, "Oh my God, I'm sorry I missed your message." To be a client.
Yeah.
I'm like, missed opportunity. I actually could have cried. I thought, no, it wasn't meant to be. If she is happy for me.
I actually had that as well when I was on holidays for a supervisor, like someone wanted to be supervisor, and it went into my message requests.
Oh, that's on Instagram.
It was on Facebook because they'd messaged my personal.
How long ago was that?
It was in June, and this was like July.
Did you get back?
Yeah, I did, and I said, "I'm so sorry." And she said, "Oh, I found someone now, but thank you for the message." I was like, "No worries, I get it." But again, no.
I don't like that. I don't like that. But then again, you probably want a line and you might not got it. So let's just think like that. That's how I have to get myself out of it. But I have messaged them. In fact, I'm going to look now to see if they've messaged me back. This is what I do. Like, but my inbox goes. Obviously, you probably get that it goes crazy. No, she hasn't. But already, I've had 5 messages come up today. Well, there's more. There's one from this morning that I've read, and I'll jump in. But they're like, "So sorry, I missed your messages." Because my LinkedIn stopped. I don't know if anyone else, but my inbox always looked unread, even though I read them.
Right, yeah.
I was like, why does it keep doing that? So then I lost them all.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want me to have a quick call with you, I don't know if I've got time. I ain't got time for that, but if you want a mentor, I'll give you my hourly rate.
Yeah, come and have a look at my social.
Why am I like this? There's ways and means, but
again, it's
follow me because I share a lot of this anyway.
It's having that passion and drive and realise you actually haven't got time to give to everyone.
Not for free,
no.
And in fact, we'll talk about that. I'll write it down for next week about value and time for free.
Yeah.
Because that is a massive, especially for women. But anyway. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.